Lucky Baskhar.
In the bustling streets of 1992 Bombay, Baskhar Kumar, a man who now wears an unassuming demeanor, is abruptly taken into custody by CBI officials. They escort him to the Colaba branch of Magadha Bank, where he is accused of embezzling funds during his tenure. As the interrogation begins, the narrative takes the audience back 3 years, with Baskhar himself breaking the fourth wall to provide wry, insightful commentary on the unfolding events. Act 1. Humble beginnings and mounting pressures. In 1989, Baskhar is a modest cashier at Magadha Bank, one of the few remaining private institutions in a largely nationalized banking sector. Known for his street smarts, he earns extra money by assisting illiterate customers with their banking paperwork. Despite his resourcefulness, Baskhar's life is weighed down by financial troubles. He lives with his loving yet ambitious wife Sumathi, their energetic young son Karthik, and his father Prahalad, a once brilliant chartered accountant who became paralyzed and mute after falling victim to a fraudulent scheme. Baskhar's strained finances come to a head when his biggest creditor confiscates his scooter and the promotion he's been eyeing goes to someone else. Humiliated and desperate, he decides to steal 2 lakh rupees from the bank. He invests the stolen money in a smuggling operation led by Anthony, a seasoned black market dealer. Against the odds, Baskhar's gamble pays off. Using the profits, he repays the stolen sum and begins a profitable side hustle. Over the following months, Baskhar clears his debts and elevates his family's lifestyle. Act 2. The smuggling escalation. Anthony announces a high-stakes final deal, smuggling 3 luxury cars into the country. Initially reluctant, Baskhar changes his mind after seeing how his newfound prosperity brings joy to his family. Together with Samba, a loyal bank peon, and Anthony's network, they devise an audacious plan. Disguising the cars as government vehicles with fake officials, including beggars and an exotic dancer playing politicians, they evade checkpoints and succeed in their mission. Baskhar replaces the stolen money and secures a promotion to assistant general manager, signaling his decision to step away from smuggling. Samba, however, chooses to remain in the trade. Act 3. The stock market conspiracy. In his new role, Baskhar uncovers irregularities in Magadha Bank's transactions with Qatari Bank. He learns that businessman Harsha Mehra is using the funds to manipulate the stock market. Initially outraged and ready to report the fraud, Baskhar has a change of heart after realizing how lucrative the scheme could be for his family's future. Partnering with Suraj, a broker for Qatari Bank, Baskhar clears fraudulent receipts in exchange for stock tips. The scheme enriches him immensely. He uses a Hawala network to legitimize his wealth, first through a fake lottery win and later by funding Sumati's dream of a home food business. However, wealth brings arrogance. Baskhar's relationship with Sumathi deteriorates, and she destroys the business in frustration. Prahalad, breaking years of silence, warns Baskhar about the dangers of greed. Meanwhile, Sumathi discovers Baskhar's illicit activities and shuns him. Baskhar's perspective shifts after he bails out Samba, who is arrested in a smuggling bust, losing everything he'd earned. Baskhar reconciles with his family, promising to change. Act 4. Unmasking the conspiracy. Baskhar's redemption is tested when he discovers that Harsha Mehra has escalated the fraud, forging bank letters to secure even larger sums. The pressure mounts after Qatari Bank's general manager dies of a heart attack. Baskhar decides to expose the fraud, defying orders from his superiors, who are complicit in the scheme. When Baskhar resigns and reports the irregularities to the Reserve Bank of India, the corrupt leadership retaliates. CBI officers, secretly working for Magadha's chairman, coerce Baskhar into signing off on fraudulent transactions under the threat of harm to his family. Act 5. The Grand Escape. Unbeknownst to his adversaries, Baskhar has already closed his bank accounts, rendering the fraudulent transfers invalid. The failed transactions trigger an audit that unravels Harsha Mehra's empire and exposes Magadha Bank's leadership. Arrests follow, and the bank's corrupt officials are brought to justice. Meanwhile, Baskhar and his family disappear. Using his illicit wealth and connections, he has secured an investment visa and relocated to Boston. With Anthony's help, they acquire a luxury hotel, ensuring their future. And the film ends with Baskhar narrating from his new life in Boston. Reflecting on his journey, he acknowledges his mistakes and expresses gratitude for the second chance at life. He watches as his family enjoys their newfound peace, leaving the audience to ponder whether Baskhar truly found redemption or merely escaped justice.